Level 1. You wake to the hum of a refrigerator and a feeling like static behind your eyes. Not tired, not awake, alert. A calendar note, a coffee mug, a plan scribbled in handwriting that isn't yours. You stand. The apartment is the set. Your life is the shot. Someone has been here, quiet, precise. A single glove on the counter. A playing card slipped under your door. You should call someone. You don't. You move like you belong on camera. You check the windows. You check the locks. Everything seems normal, too neat. You catch your reflection. You aren't the same person in the glass. You are a character in motion. There's a sound outside. Steps, calculated, 2 beats, pause, another 2. You listen. You hold your breath so long it hurts. You whisper out the question your mouth won't make loud. Who put me here? Level 2. The message arrives on your phone. No ringtone, just a photo, a blueprint, an X at a fluorescent dot. The time, an address. You scroll, no sender, no greeting, a single line. Be ready. Your pulse becomes a metronome. You should delete it. Burn the phone. Tell the police. You don't. You step into the street like someone stepping onto a stage. Everything smells different. Slick asphalt, exhaust, rain or oil. You can't tell. A taxi waits 2 blocks away. It pulls up as you approach. The driver is not a driver. He is an actor. He hands you a paper cup. Traffic, take this, he says. You sip and the coffee tastes like borrowed time. You go because curiosity is a door you cannot leave closed. Level 3. The building looks like every building in every heist film you've ever seen. A lobby with marble that repeats your steps. A receptionist who nods as if rehearsed. You ride the elevator, mirrors on 6 sides, your reflection multiplies. On the 10th floor, the door opens to a corridor of soft lights and hushed voices. You hear breathing that isn't yours. A man with a scar on his knuckle steps forward. He fixes you with a stare that studies you like a script. You made it, he says. No smile, no warmth. He hands you a mask. Lightweight. Not meant to hide your face, meant to change it. You put it on, and it fits like a promise. Behind him, a woman taps a tablet. Her hands are steady, her eyes are cold. She says your name as if she has been saying it for years. Tonight, she tells you, we become necessary. The phrase lands like a stone in your chest. You ask the one question you think will make sense. Why me? She looks at you like she's about to explain gravity. Because you don't know you're afraid. Because when it counts, you act. You try to protest, the words stick. You are already in the role. Level 4. They brief you like a prosecutor reading evidence. Maps, timelines, guard rotations labeled by numbers and emotions. You memorize door codes like prayers. You rehearse exits like dancing steps. They place headphones over your ears. Your soundtrack is thin and terrible, a metronome and a whispered cue. Practice runs feel like déjà vu. You move through spaces that seem to anticipate your body. The crew watches for micro-expressions. You become a reflection choreographed to their needs. One of them, a kid with ink on his fingers, shows you something simple. The lockpick is as much about rhythm as pressure. You try it. Your hands are clumsy at first, then something clicks. The tumblers surrender. You realize your fingers remember a childhood game. A puzzle undone. You smile where you shouldn't. No one comments. They have rehearsed, not reacting. You learn code words. You learn silence as language. You learn how to carry a hole in your chest and not let it show on camera. Level 5. The night arrives like an exhale. You stand under sodium lights. The city tastes metallic. The plan folds into itself with the elegance of a snake. You move, a shadow among shadows. Your breathing is a script cue. Every step measured, every pause deliberate. The first lock yields. Your hands obey like trained animals. The second proves stubborn. Adrenaline tightens your jaw. You hear a radio click. A guard's voice murmurs about a kid on the corner. The woman with cold eyes speaks into your collar. Ignore sound. Focus on your mark. Your heartbeat drums under your skin. A camera overhead swivels. It catches you briefly, as if now you are a mark. You shouldn't be seen. The device blinks red and then quiets. Something in the network reroutes like a well-schooled animal. You reach the vault door, steel that has never been asked to yield to someone like you. The kid with ink folds the last file and hands it to you. You slide the disc inside, your fingers move with a calm you don't feel, and then a whisper, a knock in the system. You freeze. Level 6. Alarms are mental before they are physical. You hear a sound in the feed. It's not a siren. It's a laugh, low and breathy, that was never part of the plan. You see a figure in the glass, bent over a console, typing like a god. You didn't sign up for a god. Chaos is an actor that improvises. The guard on the upper floor coughs and drops a flashlight. The sound travels like gossip. You are supposed to move with the current. Instead, you move against it. You make a choice that rewrites the script. You split from the group. Panic tastes like metal. Freedom tastes like copper. You are suddenly not following directions. You are writing them. You take an alley you don't know. Your lungs fill. The city opens and closes like a fist. A car door slams. A recorded voice in your earpiece calls your name. It's distant. It's furious. You think of the mask in your bag. You think of the playing card under your door. You think of the person you were before someone cast you. You stop running. Level 7. You walk back to the scene. It's quieter. The crew is gone. No triumphant music. Just the after smell of effort. The chest in your hands is lighter than you expected. You pull the disc from your pocket. No one is watching but the city. You slip the disc into the nearest payphone, an anachronism that still eats quarters. You type a number in your head. You dial with a thumb that can't stop shaking. A voice picks up. Not the team, not a boss. Someone who sounds like a woman who has lost something more than objects. You shouldn't have come back, she says. Neither should you, you reply. There's a pause like a held breath, then a laugh, small, brittle. You hear sirens in the distance now, not for you, for the others. You sit on the curb and let rain find the lines on your face. Someone will tell the story. Someone will make sense of the cuts. You consider the truth. You were never meant to be a thief. You were meant to be necessary, to be the gap they could step through. You put the mask back into your pocket. You stand. The rerun lights of police cars paint you in blue and red. You lift your chin. You walk toward the light like an actor hitting their final beat. You realize then, with a clarity that makes you dizzy, that heist movies aren't playgrounds. They are mirrors. And tonight you broke the glass.